Bhagavad Shankaram Loka Shankaram Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Shri Guru Paramparam Om Shri Shankaracharya Swami Ne Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. We start.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram.
26. Okay. Ata shainam na nitya jatam nityau va manyase mrutam tathapi tvam mahabaho naivam shoshitum arhasi.
Good.
Vijay Lakshmi R Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Jadasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmada pariharyerte natvam sochitum arhasi.
I chant the first line again.
Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha.
Okay, thank you.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
Yes, Mahodaya. Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyaktanidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana.
Good. Next.
Shanti Bhagini.
Acharyavat pashyadi kaschidinam Acharyavat vadati tadaiva chanyagam Acharyavat chaina manyagam Donodi sritva penum vedana chaiva kaschid.
You chanted Ascharya. It is not Ascharyam. Ascharyam is wonder. Acharyam. Tamil Acharyam சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? That is Ascharyam, not Ascharya.
Ascharya, okay.
Ascharyam. Okay. Somebody else can chant this, please.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Yes, Bhagini. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidinam Ascharyavat vadati tadaiva chanyam Ascharyavat chaina manya shrunoti Shrutva penam vedana chaina chaiva kaschit.
Good. So I think we finished up to this shloka last time when we had our class. Right? So we'll go to the next shloka. And in this shloka, Lord Bhagavan says that Atma is a wonder all the way. It's Ascharya. So for everything, he says Atma is a wonder. Whether you see it or whether you hear it or whether you talk about it, Atma is a wonder. Because people are getting excited and they look at it with a lot of wonder. Next, we'll go for this new chanting.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste. Dehi Nityam.
Dehi Nityam. Dehi Nityam.
Avadyoyam.
Avadyoyam. Avadyoyam.
Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam.
Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam. Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam.
Dehe Sarvasya Bharata.
Dehe Sarvasya Bharata. Dehe Sarvasya Bharata.
Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam. Dehe Sarvasya Bharata.
Dehi नित्यमवद्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत देहि नित्यमवद्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत.
Next.
Beena Raja Bhagini.
Thanks.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani.
Beena Raja Bhagini. Lalita Ramachandran Bhagini.
Yes, Mahoday.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Tasmat sarvani bhutani.
Natvam shochitumarhasi.
Natvam sochitumarhasi. Natvam sochitumarhasi.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Natvam shochitumarhasi.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Natvam sochitumarhasi. Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Natvam sochitumarhasi.
Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Dehi nityamavadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata.
Dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata.
Good. Next.
PB Veena Shri Fani Shri Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitumarhasi.
Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Natvam sochitumarhasi. Tasmat sarvani bhutani. Natvam sochitumarhasi.
Good. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
I'll chant both the lines. Chant it once, twice.
Yes.
Dehi nityamavadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitumarhasi.
देहि नित्यमवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Chant the two lines slowly once.
देहि नित्यमवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Good. Next.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
Chant it once, both the lines.
Yes, Mahodaya. Dehi nityamavadhyoyam देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Yes.
Yeah. Chant the. Yeah, go ahead.
Dehi nityamavadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitumarhasi.
Good. One more person, please.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
Bhagini. Dehi nityamavadhyoyam देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Good. So I think you all chanted well. We'll just look at this particular shloka. So this shloka sums up everything from the shloka number 11. So at shloka number 11, Arjuna was asking Lord Krishna started providing Upadesha to Arjuna, and then he started talking about Atma primarily. So in this particular shloka, he is summing up everything. So what does he say? Dehi Nityam. Dehi is indweller in the body. Dehe in the body. Dehi Nityam. The indweller of the body is Nityam. Nityam is what? Nityam is permanent. Nityam is, it is not changeable. Nityam means is eternal. So the indweller of the body, the Atma, is Nityam. It is a Sat. It does not undergo any change, and it is eternal. And it is Avadyoyam. Vadam means what? Destroyable. No, we say that there are a lot of Vadams we talk, Sura Samhara Vadam, Sura, a lot of such. Vadam means killing also is one of the words that we have in Sanskrit. So Avadyoyam, Ayam Avadyaha. It is not possible to destroy or cause any destruction to the Atma. So, Dehi Nityam. It is permanent. It is not possible to destroy. But the body is what? Body is Anityam. So, when body is Anityam, Anityam can be destroyed. So, even when the body gets destroyed, the Atma does not get destroyed. Thus, Sarva Bhutani. That is the way it is. Sarvasya Bharata. In every being, is not only in the case of one or two people. Sarva Bhutani Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam. In all the beings, the indweller is not possible to be destroyed, not possible to be killed. It is Sat. It always exists, and it cannot. It lives in all the three times, past, present, and future also. Whereas Deha may undergo a lot of changes. It is Anityam. Tasmat, therefore, Natvam Shochitam Arhasi. Hence, you are not supposed to get grieved with this particular thing. So initially, he started talking about Ashocha, Anma Shochastvam. He started starting the shloka number 11 with a kind of grief and sadness, and the thought that he is going to be killing all his own people, primarily Bhishma and Drona. So he started off with that, and then the God has given the Lakshana of Atma in the shloka number 11 to the shloka number 30. And then he has described Atma in different angles. He said, what are the various things that he talked about Atma? Atma, he is told to him about wise people do not grieve. So that we have to think about that. Then the vision of Gita, there's no birth and death. Knowing the Atma, people who are wise does not grieve at all. And then we were discussing about Sat and Asat. Okay, analysis of existence and non-existence. What is Sat? What is Asat? Then we also discussed about indestructibility of Atma. Then we also talked about physical body is a Nitya. Because it appears in time, it disappears in time. So physical body is a Nitya. Then we were also talking about Atma does not kill, nor it can be killed. Atma is not a cause for killing, or Atma cannot be killed. Then we also talked about Atma is never born, and it also does not die. It is changeless. It remains unchanged. Then Atma is neither subject of action or subject itself. Okay. So we discussed about all those things. Then we also talked about Atma as a kind of person who is wearing lot of clothes. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya. Right? Like the way we throw off the clothes, Atma is going to be there. It only sheds the body and goes to a different body. So we talked about all those things, and then we also said that Atma has got no attributes, abhyaktoyam, achintyoyam, avikaryoyam, which is aprameyam. So we talked about all those kinds of attributes. Then there was also a discussion about the insignificance of a lifetime. We find that life is just a small speck in the entire time, infinite time. We just appear at some point in time and disappear at some point in time. So all these things he has told, and now finally he said, Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam. The indweller is going to be Nitya. It cannot be killed. So there is no point in getting worried about this. So this is the way Lord has talked about Atma. And then he had given a very high level perception, high level understanding to Arjuna about the Atma. The purpose of talking all these things is that Arjuna has got to act. He is in the war front, he has got to act. So while acting, he has got to have a very clear understanding of what is that he is doing. So he is God, Lord Krishna is now going to change the gear. He just now, next sloka, is going to change the gear. Okay. Now,
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, madam.
Swadharmamapi chavekshya.
Swadharmamapi chavekshya. Swadharmamapi chavekshya.
Navikampitu
Navikampitu marhasi.
Swadharmamapi chavekshya. Navikampitu marhasi.
Swadharmamapi chavekshya. Navikampatu marhasi. Navikampatu marhasi. Swadharmamapi chavekshya. Navikampitu marhasi.
Next.
Sri Lakshmi HR Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste. Dharmyabdi.
Dharmyabdi. Dharmyabdi.
Yuddhat.
Yuddhat. Yuddhat.
Shreyonyat.
Shreyonyat. Dhyeyonyat.
Shreyas சொல்றோம் இல்லையா Shreyonyat.
Shreyonyat. Shreyonyat.
Yuddhat Shreyonyat.
Yuddhashreyonyat. Yuddhashreyonyat.
Dharmyabdi Yuddhat Shreyonyat.
Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyobdyat. Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyonyat.
Kshatriyasya.
Kshatriyasya. Kshatriyasya.
Na vidyate.
Na vidyate. Na vidyate.
Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Dharmyabdi Yuddhat Shreyonyat.
Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyonyat. Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyobhyat.
Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Dharmyabdi Yuddhat Shreyonyat. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyonyat. Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Dharmyabdi yuddhaksheyonyat. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
So this is three words. Yuddhat Shreyaha Anyate. Shreyaha Anyate. There's nothing other than this is Shreyas. For a person following Dharma, fighting a war is the only Shreyas, and there's nothing other than that as Shreyas. Yuddhat Shreyat Anyat. Shreyaha Anyat Dharmyati. Na. There's nothing for a Dharma. The person who is following Dharma, fighting a dharmic war, is the only one that can give him Shreyas, na anyate, nothing other than that. For a Kshatriya. That is the meaning of this. Okay? Dharmyati yuddha shreyonyate. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Dharmyabdi yuddhashreyonyat. Kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Ghat.
धर्म्याब्धि sorry
Yuddhat Shreyonyat.
युद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते धर्म्याब्धि युद्धश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next, please.
साई लक्ष्मी भगिनी.
नमस्ते महोदय.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
न विकम्पितु.
न विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
Vikampitum is shaking. Vikampitu is shaking. Na vikampitum arhasi. Na vikampitum arhasi.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
Correct. Once more.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
Good. Next.
भानुरेखा भगिनी.
Yes.
धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
धर्म्याद्धियुद्धाश्रेण्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते धर्म्योद्धि ओके धर्म्याद्धियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next.
गुरुमूर्ति महोदय.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next.
बीना राजा भगिनी.
Yes, Mahodaya.
Chant the 2 lines slowly.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. धर्म्याद्धियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी.
स्वधर्ममपि नमस्कारं सोलट्मा. स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. धर्मयातियुधाश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्
धर्म्यातियुद्धश्रेयोऽन्यत्.
युद्धात्. There are 3 words in that. युद्धात् श्रेयः अन्यत्. युद्धात् श्रेयः becomes युद्धात् श्रेयः. युद्धात् श्रेयः अन्यत् becomes युद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्. Okay. युद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्.
युद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्. युद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्. धर्म्यातियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यत्.
Yuddham. It's not yuddham. Yuddham is war front. No. Yuddhat Shreyonyate. Yuddha is war.
धर्म्यातियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Good. Next.
ललिता रामचंद्रन भगिनी.
Yes, Mahodaya.
Yeah.
Can I recite both the lines?
Both the lines, yeah.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. धर्म्यादियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next.
शीला शिंदे भगिनी.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
स्वधर्मपि चावेक्ष न
Swadharmam api beyond swadharmam api.
स्वधर्मम् अपि चावेक्ष न विकम्पितुम् अर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Next.
शरद चवन महोदय. शारदा राजन भगिनी.
Yes, Bhagini. स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Good. One more person, please.
कृष्ण पावनी भगिनी.
Yes, महोदय. स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Good. I think all of you chanted well. Only thing you try to focus on Vidyat Shreyonyat. Okay. That's where everybody is having some difficulty. It is Yuddhat Shreyah Anyat. Just remember these three words, then you'll be able to easily make out the compound word Yuddhat Shreyonyat. Okay. Now, so far, Lord Krishna, from beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, as I told you, he was talking about Atma. Now he is talking about Dharma. He said to Arjuna, in this Shloka, Kshatriyasya, for a Kshatriya like you, Swadharma Mavichaveksha, if you start looking at it from the Swadharma, the Dharma means everybody has got some Dharma to be followed. So at the end of the day, all the human beings has got their own Swadharma. A Pandit in a temple has got his own Swadharma. A Kshatriya has got his own Swadharma. A businessman has got his own Swadharma. So everybody has got some Swadharma. And those days, a Kshatriya's responsibility was to protect the entire kingdom and all the people depended on him for the welfare of them. So that is the role of the Kshatriya. So Swadharma, as per Swadharma also, Cha Avekshya, if you start looking it through the eyes of Dharma, the Swadharma, the Dharma needs to be followed by a Kshatriya, na vikampitum arhasi. You don't have to have any kind of wavering thought. Vikampitu means shaking. So na vikampitum arhasi. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to have any kind of wavery in your. You do not have any kind of agitation in your thought process. So even when you start looking at it from your own Swadharma, which you have to follow as a Kshatriya, you don't have to worry, because Dharmyadi, for a Dharma, the person who has to follow the Dharma, Yuddhat, fighting a Dharma war, Shreyah Anyat na Vidyate. There's nothing which is going to provide you a Shreyas other than fighting a Dharmic war. Why does he say that this is a Dharma war? Actually, it is a fight between Dharma and Adharma. Because the way Duryodhana has been responding to the requirements and other things of the Pandavas and also the kingdom and other things, the way Duryodhana was behaving is absolutely adharmic. Okay, so at the end of the day, the responsibility of Pandavas was also not only for them to get a small place in the kingdom to live or rule the kingdom, but also they have got the responsibility of taking care of the entire prajas who are living in the kingdom. If a person like Duryodhana rules the entire kingdom, naturally there will be a fall in the dharma. Dharmic values will fall. Whereas if you look at Yudhishthira, he is called Dharmaputra. He is a person who is capable of holding dharma. So just because not fighting and then allowing adharma to come up, then what happens is that it will become absolutely bad for everybody, including the prajas. And a Kshatriya like Arjuna has been brought up right from his childhood that he is a Kshatriya, he has got to protect dharma and he has got to protect his people. So under that condition also, if we start looking at it from Swadharma, he should not waver at this point in time, and nothing other than fighting the war will provide any shreyas to Arjuna. Na vidyate, nothing exists which will be able to provide shreyas. Anyate shreyas, na vidyate. There's no other shreyas you can get except fighting this war, which is a dharmic war. So he is now changing the gear from Atma, slowly telling him that he has got to act now. And his acting is that he has got to start withholding dharma, and he has got to fight as a need of a dharmic requirement. So, because he's a kshatriya, he has got to take care of his people. So now he has slowly changed over from Atma to action. Next shloka, please.
Veena Fani Shri Bhagini.
Namaste, madam. Namaste.
Yadrushchaya
Yadruchaya. Yadruchaya.
chopapannam
Chopapannam. Chopapannam.
Yadrushchaya chopapannam
Yadruchaya chopapannam. Yadruchaya chopapannam.
Swarga
Varga. Swarga.
Dvaram
Dvaram. Dvaram.
Swargadvaram
Vargadvaram. Vargadvaram.
Apavrutam
Apavrutam. Apavrutam.
Swargadvaram Apavrutam
Vargadvaramapavrutam. Vargadvaramapavrutam.
Yadrushchaya chopapannam Swargadvaram Apavrutam.
Yadruchaya chopapannam. Vargadvaramapavrutam. Yadruchaya chopapannam. Vargadvaramapavrutam.
Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Sukinaha
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya. Sai Lakshmi Bhagini.
Yes, Mahoday.
Sukinaha
Sukinaha. Sukinaha.
Kshatriya Partha
Kshatriya Partha. Kshatriya Partha.
Partha Sarathi Partha. That should be
Partha. Partha.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha
Sukina Kshatriya Partha. Sukina Kshatriya Partha.
Here I just want to tell you one Sanskrit rule. Whenever you have got the Akshara Ksha, Kshatriya, Ksha is there, no? When you have a Visarga in front of it, you have to stop. Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha. So there is no this thing. You have to stop there with the Visarga and then say Kshatriyaha Partha. Kshatriya Partha. Okay? Whenever you have Ksha, in between, before that, if you have Visarga, you have to stop. Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Okay, Mahoday. Okay. Sukina Kshatriya Partha.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha. Sukina Kshatriya Partha.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha. When Ksha comes, the Visarga in front of it should be pronounced fully.
Sukina. Okay.
Yeah.
Sukina Kshatriya Partha. Sukina
Kshatriya Partha.
Sukina Kshatriya Partha.
Kshatriya Partha. In the case of Kshatriya, I don't say Kshatriyaha. I say Kshatriya Partha. Whereas when Ksha comes in before that, the Visarga should be pronounced fully. Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Correct.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Labante yuddhamidrisham.
Labhante yuddhamidrusam. Labhante yuddhamidrusam.
Sukinah kshatriyah partha. Labante yuddhamidrisham.
Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha. Labhante yuddhamidrusam. Sukinaha Kshatriya Partha.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I think there's a disturbance.
Shanti Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yadrushchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam sukinah kshatriya partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Yadrichaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavritam sukinah kshatriya partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Good.
Yadrichaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavritam sukinah kshatriya partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
Chant the shloka once fully.
Yes, sir. Yadruchya chopapannam. Sorry. Yadruchya chopapannam. Sorry, sir, I'm not getting. Sorry.
Yadrushchaya chopapannam.
Okay, sir. Yadruchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam. Yadruchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam sukinah kshatriyah partha labante yuddhamidrisham. Sukinah kshatriyah partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Kshatriyah partha. Yeah. Not yet.
Kshatriyah partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Okay. This some of you know Tamil. In Tamil we use the vartha. Yadecha another சொல்லுவாங்க. This is same Yadecha. Yadecha, it just happened by luck, by chance. The Yadecha is Yadruchaya.
Yadruchaya.
Okay. நம்ம தமிழ்ல வந்து எதேச்சா போச்சு எதேச்சா நடந்ததுமோ இல்ல போன எதேச்சா அவரை பார்த்து அப்படிமோ இல்லையா அந்த மாதிரி it is not planned, it happened. So that is the actual Yadruchaya. Okay, next please.
Lakshmi BV Bhagini.
Yes, Bhagini.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yadrushchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam sukhinaha kshatriya partha labhante yuddhamidrusham.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yadrichaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam sukhinaha kshatriyah partha labante yuddhamidrisham.
Next, one more person, please.
Leena Mehul Dama Bhagini.
Yadrischaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam sukhinah kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrusham.
Good. We'll go to the meaning of this shloka. I think you all chanted very well. See, this particular war, it was not an asking by Arjuna or Dharmaputras. They don't want to go for a war, but the war is happening because it has got to be fought. It is not that it was planned for a war by Arjunas or Dharmaputras that they want to kill the Duryodanas and take over the kingdom and all. No, they don't want to go for a war at all. But unfortunately, this war has come. So they are all in that war. And as per Dharma Shastra, anybody who is doing a rightful work and as a part of the duty, if that person dies doing the rightful duty that he dies, then it is told in Dharma Shastra that those people will straight away go to Swarga. Like if a doctor is doing a sincere duty of taking care of a patient, at that time he is, say, he dies for some reason, then he gets into Surga straight away. That is the kind of meaning we have to understand. Dharma Shastra says that if anybody is working, anybody dying in the call of duty, which is a rightful dharmic duty, and if he dies at that particular time, they will be straight away getting onto the heaven. That is what is our Dharma Shastra's scriptures are telling. So for Arjuna, this war has happened Yadrushchaya. It has just happened. So it's a luckily, by chance it has happened to him. Chopapannam. Chopapannam has come. This war has come to him just luckily for him. And Swargadvaram apavritam. The doors of heaven are now kept open. He is now going to fight a war. Already the heavens are kept open because anybody dying during the war will go to the heaven because they are in the call of duty. Sukhinaha Kshatriyaha. Only those lucky ones who are Kshatriyas, those lucky Kshatriyas only, Partha or Arjuna, Lavante Yuddha Idrisham. This kind of Idrisham means this kind of opportunity of fighting a war, only those lucky Kshatriyas will be able to get because it has happened by itself, and the people who lose their life in this war will straight away go for Swarga. Swargadvaram apavritam. The gates of Swarga are already open for them in case they die. So he says that this is a lucky war for you. No other better war you could have got. It has just come to you, and you as a Kshatriya, you have to take advantage of this. Not advantage, you have to fight this war. You will not be able to get any other kind of lucky war. This is a lucky war. So you have to take this war. So he is now talking about Dharma Shastra, where these people will straight away go to the heaven. So he is now slowly, Lord Krishna is slowly changing his tone in terms of making Arjuna get into the act of doing rather than act of thinking about Drona and Bhishma and grieving. And he's telling all these kinds of things so that Arjuna is now going to start acting responsibly. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
महोदय
Namaste. Ata chet tvam imam
चेत्वमिमं धर्म्यं
Ata chettvamimam
धर्म्यं
Sangramam na karishyasi.
संग्रामं न करिष्यसि
You can chant Sangramam na karishyasi. Is the mam, you can say manna karishyasi. Sangramam na karishyasi.
संग्रामं न करिष्यसि
Ata chettvamimam dharmyam. Sangramam na karishyasi.
अत चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि अत चेत्त्वमिमं धर्मं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि
Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Tatasvadharman kirtincha.
ततस्वधर्मं कीर्तिञ्च ततस्वधर्मं कीर्तिञ्च
Hitva
हित्वा हित्वा
पापं
पापं पापं
अवाप्स्यसि
अवाप्स्यसि अवाप्स्यसि
पापमवाप्स्यसि
पापमवाप्स्यसि पापमवाप्स्यसि
पापमवाप्स्यसि
हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि हित्वा हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
ततस्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि अवाप्स्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Next.
विजयलक्ष्मी आर् भगिनी.
नमस्ते महोदय.
नमस्ते. अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि
अदचेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि अदचेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि.
Good. Next.
श्रीलक्ष्मी भगिनी.
यस् महोदय.
ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि ततः सर्वधर्मं कीर्तिंश्च
स्वधर्मं
ततः स्वधर्मकीर्तिंश्च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि ततः स्वधर्मकीर्तिंश्च हित्वा वाप्स्यसि.
Next.
भानुरेखा भगिनी.
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Next.
गुरुमूर्ति महोदय.
Yes, ma'am.
The two lines slowly once.
अदच्चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Good. Next.
बीना राजा भगिनी.
यस् भगिनी.
Yeah.
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Good. One more person, please.
के ललिता भगिनी.
यस् मैडम. अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Good. I think all of you chanted well. So now in this shloka, what Lord tells him is that Ata chet tvam imam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi. In case you, Arjuna, does not fight in this war, the holy war, dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi. In case you are not going to fight this dharma war, okay, then tataha swadharmam, you are also failing in your own swadharma. You are going to hitwa, you are also going to forfeit the kind of fame that you had all these days. And then ultimately you are only going to incur sin. Papam avapsyasi. Okay, so if you are not going to fight this particular war, which is a dharmic war, where if you don't do that, then you are failing from your swadharma, you are failing from your duty, then you are also going to forfeit all the kind of fame that you have earned so far, and you'll only start getting papa. You'll only start inheriting papa. That's what he says. So what the message here is that if something has got to be restored, if something has got to be done for restoring dharma, and it is a responsibility of any one of us, we have to take care of that whichever way we are supposed to take care of it. That is the meaning of this. And he being a Kshatriya, he cannot run away from this. He has got to fight. He cannot say, now I'm going away because I'm attached to Bhishma and I'm attached to Drona. Attachment to Bhishma and Drona are one side of it, for which Krishna has already explained very clearly what is all about Atma, what is all about Deha, what is the overall principle of life. He has told everything. But now the question of Dharma and Adharma. Okay, so he is now going to talk about many of the things. Lord Krishna in the subsequent slokas will be talking many things. So Arjuna should fight this war which is against Dharma. Duryodhana is fighting an adharmic war. So he has got to fight this. He cannot allow this fight to go on. And if Arjuna decides that he will not fight, whatever kirti that he has got, whatever fame he has earned right from his childhood, it's all going to get forfeited. He has earned a very, very good name in terms of archery. He has got a very good name in terms of righteousness. He has got a very good name in terms of courageousness and boldness. All these things he has earned. And what is the point in being a courageous king who cannot take care of his own people and not fight a war which is to take care of his people for, or if somebody is adharmic against him, he has got to fight. So that's what God is telling him, that if you are not fighting this war, you are going to lose all the fame that you got. Like earlier I told, in one of the things that Arjuna was a great warrior till the first arrow was shot. So he is only a warrior in a book, a textbook. He can be told that he was a very good warrior, but if the first war was there, he was not there in picture. So he says that you cannot run away from this war. This is a holy war. This is the war for dharma. So you have to start fighting against adharma, which is in line with your swadharma, and it is also does not befit you in terms of your fame, and you'll only inherit papa if you're not doing this. So he's again asking Arjuna to act. Okay, so I think we'll close on this particular thing, this sloka, and maybe another 5-7 minutes we've got time, and in case so any of you have got any discussions or doubts, we can talk about that. Okay, so I'm ending the sharing of this.